What's up, everybody? I'm Sly the Movie Guy. Here's my movie review of The New Mutants, directed by Josh Boone, starring Anya Taylor-Joy, Maisie Williams, Blue Hunt, Charlie Heaton, and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, five young mutants, just discovering their abilities while held in a secret facility against their will, fight to escape their past sins and save themselves. As an X-Men fan, my expectation for this film was very, very low because, for one, the film kept getting pushed back. Like in the past 2 years, I didn't know was it gonna ever come out. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, the teaser trailer I think came out in one of those 2 years. I think 2017 or 18, and I thought like, wow, the trailer looks cool, but then it kept getting postponed, wasn't coming out, so everybody, including me, was like, is this film gonna ever like come out at all? I was just like, ah, man, this film, I guess it's not gonna come out at all. And I remember, I think in 2019, I said, I guess the New Mutants is not coming out. And in 2020, when they said the film's coming out, I was just like, really, is it gonna come out? And it was supposed to come out like earlier this year in 2020, but that pandemic played a part of it, and it was just like, okay, I guess it's not coming out, because it was getting delayed just as much as the other movies. And I was just like, man, this movie, I guess we never gonna see this movie at all. This movie just gonna get keep postponed every single time. So it was like my expectations for it just kept dropping. So I just lost interest of the film. And then they said it's finally coming out this year, coming out in a late, I think, August, September with Tenet. So I was just like, okay, the film is finally coming out. Then the reviews came out on it, and it was very mixed, and it didn't look pretty. Some people liked it, some people didn't. Some people was like, oh, it's fine and all that stuff. So I just had to check this out and form my own opinion. And sorry for the late review. I had a lot of work and stuff and all that, and had to find theaters, because some theaters some got closed here and there. So I'll do like a hour, like I did with Tenet, to go see the movie. And this was like the second movie I've seen in the theaters and stuff. So I went to see the movie in the movie theater, and what did I think about the film? I think it's fine. I'm not gonna say it's the best comic book, best X-Men film of all time. I ain't gonna say it's perfect. It has issues for sure and stuff, but I think the film is okay. I mean, when I left out the movie theater, I was like, okay, this could have been something special, but it just, like I said, it was just okay. Let me start off with the positives. The tone and the horror elements here. The tone, as I was watching the film, I thought it really, really fit perfectly throughout the film. The tone fit with the storyline absolutely well. The characters and each scenes that was going on, it had that horror vibe to it, and that's why I like that psychological horror vibe. And that's one of the things I love. Love when I watch a movie, like, especially when it comes to like a horror film. I like that psychological horror things to it. It really brought you to a mind that this is a horror film. It didn't feel like an X-Men movie with a lot of action and stuff in it. And that's the things I love about it. They really took that risk, and that to me really pays off in this film. And I thought the tone throughout the movie, through the first and second and third act, it never like changed at all. It had some jokes in there, which some of it I chuckled, but some I was just like, didn't work for me. But for the most part, like the jokes that was in there, it didn't take away the horror tone vibe out of it. It just really fit well throughout the film. So that was one of the things I liked about it. The acting, I say it was fine. The acting I was kind of curious about, because when it comes to X-Men films, sometimes the acting for me be like a hit and miss. Overall in this film, I say it was fine. I think when it came to the actors and actresses in this film, that was the teenagers here, I thought they was giving a convincing performance. I didn't think it was like the best acting performance of like all time, but I could really tell they were like really trying, and I thought some of them did like a fantastic job for what they was giving for in this film. Like Anya Taylor-Joy, I thought she was good as this teenage mutant that was like kind of like a bully to Blue Hunt's character and stuff. I thought she really did good with that character, and I find her very talented, especially from the movie Split and Glass. I thought she did well in those films. I recommend you checking them out if you haven't seen them yet. She was really good in the film. So I thought her performance was fine. Maisie Williams and Blue Hunt, I thought they were great in this film and stuff. I thought their performance was good, what they were given. It really, I will like bought to them as their characters. You could really, you could really like get behind them in certain parts, what was going on and stuff. So I really felt like I was like, okay, I can relate to these characters. So there were things going on like with their characters and stuff, which I won't get any spoilers. But it's some scenes you're like, okay, and their chemistry was really good in this film. So I really bought into them and stuff. And that goes for the other actors in this film and the actress. They did fine in this film. So for the acting and all, I think 2 thumbs up for them. So they did fine. It's not the worst acting. I think their performance was a lot better than some of the previous X-Men films when it came to different performers. So it was good for the most part. The directing and writing, I say there were some good. It was some good elements when it came to the directing. I can get what Josh Boone was doing in this film, what direction he was gonna go for. So I respect him for that, for the certain things going on. Some things I think could have been worked out a little bit better because some direction that was taken in this film, I was kind of like, gave me like a head scratch. Like I wouldn't have did that. But anyways, I'm not a director, but it was some parts I was like, he went with that. So it was like some parts that was like, I don't know. But for the most part, I thought he did a fine job directing this film. There were some parts that he went with that I was like, okay, I like that. And the writing too, I say there were some parts I was kind of like, I don't know. But hey, I say those parts was fine. What bothered me a little bit with the directing and writing is the story alone kind of felt rushed at times. As I was watching the film, and I kept gravitated to some of the characters, but some of it felt a little rushed when it came to like the first and second act. And that was really what bothered me when I was watching the film. It felt like the first 2 acts was just kind of like very like certain parts was rushed. Like some parts I wanted the flow or soak into. It just felt like it was rushed where I was just like, I didn't click with that. So it was certain parts of it that I was just wanting to like the see flow well to. It just felt like, I guess as they were making the film, they couldn't figure out why, unless some scenes was like cut out the film. I don't know. I wasn't behind the scenes, but some parts I felt like that was kind of like left out, and I feel like there's some scenes that were missing out of the film as I was watching. So when it came to like the third act, it just did not pay off. When it came to like the third act, when it was like the big action scenes, because the first 2 acts kind of like felt, like I said, rushed. So when it came to the final act, where it came to action scene, which really was kind of like, which I knew that was going to happen at some point in the film, it just didn't pay off for me a little bit. So it kind of like when it came to that, it was like, it just kind of, it didn't elevate me, like give me goosebumps, like, whoa, okay, like that. I got some stuff in the first. I'm not saying that the first 2 acts didn't give me anything. I got where the premise of it, where these 5 mutants and stuff with the past sins, what they were going through and stuff, what they've been told, or the bad stuff they have done in the past, stuff like that. So it wasn't as bad like it was a choice that I was bored out of mind. I was trying to be invested. It just certain parts was kind of like left out. I was like, you had me, but then it kind of like goes too quick. So that was one of my issues with the film, like the story structure and everything. And that goes for like the directing and writing, which I thought was fine, but it could have been a little bit worked on. Then the final act with the action, like I said, action, I say, was okay. I say it was okay. Not the best action. It could have been handled a lot better if they was really going for the action in this movie, which that's where I do like the issues with the action in the final act in the film could have been utilized better, since I guess with the directing and writing, they were trying to go for that psychological horror element where the mutants are having like these bad dreams. Because throughout the film, I thought that was the part that was good about it, the psychological horror stuff. So I thought the first 2 acts really dwelled that well and stuff, despite the scenes was kind of rushed. The final act of it, just the action just could have been handled a lot better. The action at parts was kind of average at best. It didn't give me like the goosebumps like I've seen like in the other X-Men films or Deadpool, the action scenes. It just kind of like, okay, it was okay. It didn't give me anything like whoa, like surprise moments. And that was my issue too with the film. It just there was not really like much surprises and stuff. So when you watch the film, it just felt like, okay, just regular film and stuff. So it just never had like big boom surprise, like like the wow moment. So I wasn't expecting like everything to be a wow moment, but at least give me some surprise like I've seen from previous X-Men films or comic book movies. So that was one of the things I had issues with. Overall, did was this like the worst comic movie of all time? No, I don't think so. It could have been done a lot better. I saw the potential out of this film, and the film runtime was kind of not as long as what we've seen in the previous X Men movies. Where some X Men movies are not long, but I think this movie could have been good if it was longer and stuff. It would have made the film better, and some scenes could have been fleshed out a little bit more. It's not like I said, it was not a terrible film. It was just okay. It could have been a lot better. I saw potential out of this film. It could have been a whole lot better. I mean, after I got done watching, I'm like, this could have been a fantastic X-Men movie. So that was one of the things I say that could have been better in the film. And I think you should check it out. Make up your mind. Don't get into like, oh my God, this person said this and that. Just go make up your mind, because that's what I did. And overall, I think this film could have been great. Like I said, it's fine. Would I buy this on DVD? Maybe not. Maybe I have to wait a couple of years to let it settle down. Maybe I might buy it on DVD one day and check it out and see. Maybe I might appreciate it more. All depends on situation. I just say this film's fine, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna give this film a solid C. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this film. Did you like it or not? Have you seen it or not? Let me know thoughts and opinions about it, and let me know what your favorite character in this film, what was it, anything related in this film. Let me know that in the comment section down below. And that's pretty much it. And as always, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and the bell button for more future content. That's why I can see you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.